Romans 8:28, the NLT. And we know that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose for them. Hello everybody, welcome back to It's Not That Deep. I am Rikeme. If you are a first time listener, I hope you enjoy the episode and I hope you check out the podcast and you like, you subscribe, you do all the juicies, and yeah, let's get right in. Today's episode is everyone is going to leave you one day. Like, it is not a first time revelation to me, but like gradually the more like I age, okay, I'm not old, but like the older I become, the more I realize what it is. A couple of weeks ago, my tutor who teaches me in school was not around for a week. Just 1 week. It was really just 1 week. It was weird not seeing him around for that whole week, as when school was in session, I saw him every day, sometimes including weekends. This was a foreshadowing into what my next session would look like, as he would be going to law school and I would be resuming for my 400 level. Seeing each other every time, I had, unknown to myself, made him a part of my educational journey. Like, I made him part of my life. It was just part of my schedule that even if I did not have like tutorials with him a particular day, I would most likely see him that day because I would be going to school and school was in session. Like, we're not on holiday, and yeah, it was just what it was. Excuse me. My mind just thought he would always be there through this degree. Like, I had automatically like just accompanied him with the degree, like with the process of, let me not say with the degree, with the process of getting the degree, and seeing each other every time. Like, it was just what it was. I forgot that he had his own journey. Like, he was also getting his own degree, and I was just a very, 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 very minor part of that like journey. Like, I had not known him in his first year, second year, third year. I think I knew him like when he got to his fourth year, and he taught me for a semester or so, and that was what it was. And I really just started getting to know this person like in my own third year and his own final year, and it was just very weird that I had totally forgotten that this person was also doing his own thing, trying to get his own life together, get his own degree, and that was just a minor part of that. And he was going to be leaving in a couple of months. He said the next time when he got back that, oh, now that I'm going to be leaving, like no worry, we'll still be seeing, but I'm not going to be here again. And that was one of the first things he told me when he got back. And I was like, wow, it's true. Like, truly, this guy is not going to be here any longer. And it's not like, oh, he's like one romantic partner or something, or maybe it's just me, but like, he played a very big pivotal role in my own life. And sometimes you get to realize that people's roles in your lives are not the same role you have in theirs, like what they call them, and there's nothing to be sad about or there's nothing to beat yourself up about. It's just what it is. Like, this person was his own person and it was fair, like it was nice, and it was so nice to like really get to meet him. Like, I feel so honored and blessed I get to know him, or have to have known him during this short period. Like it really dawned on me that people actually meet to part, and parts to meet including families, like including your birth parents and everything. And sometimes I forget that people would leave many times not by fault of theirs, but because life is a flowing river, and a lot of the times we cannot control the current. Like, life will just keep flowing and it will keep flowing, and you pick up people and you drop people, and people pick you up and they drop you off. Sometimes obviously people have horrible characters and you drop them off, but sometimes life is just life. Like, you just drop people. Let's go to the dilemma today. Am I the asshole for telling a former friend that she was my motivation to change? I, male 29, met my former friend at work back in 2013. She's a year younger than me, and we actually went to high school together. but never crossed paths. We clicked, swapped numbers, and began to hang out more and more. In which time, I began to develop feelings for her. Time was never right. It seems to ask her out. The time was never right. It seemed to ask her out properly. People should be writing well when they are posting shit, just grammarly. Anyways, but we would go on friend dates, dinner, movies, road trips, family parties, and so on. I thought we were really, really close, but then she just stopped and ghosted me 1 week before my birthday. We had plans, so I couldn't figure out why, but left to give her space. Her family said she was good, so I left it at that. 6 months later, I get a save the date for her wedding. I didn't know she was dating anyone at the time. 2 months after I get the invitation in the mail, he had a wedding website on it where he had their story. She ghosted me the day they met. Their wedding was on their first anniversary. I knew then how much of a simp I had been. I treated it like a bad breakup and took my frustration out at the gym. I have been going consistently for 3 years now. I'm not the 5'8", 345 pounds guy I was. I am now just under 20 pounds. Part was also due to a medical issue I had. I'm now in better shape, and not just a shape, round. Last week, I bumped into her. She asked how I was and said I looked great. Some awkward pleasantries later, she asked what happened for me to make such a change. I was honest and said, at first it was her and how much she hurt me, and took it out at the gym. But I realized it wasn't for her anymore, it was for myself. She looked taken aback at that, and we left it at that and said our goodbyes. She sent me a long message on social media apologizing, but said that what I said was very hurtful. She said I didn't have to be an asshole about it. She said I really had changed and not for the better. I didn't really know how to respond, so I asked my significant other, who knew everything about the message, and she said she sees both sides of things, that I should have not been so direct about it. There are others as well saying I was an asshole for the things about what I said to her. Need an outside opinion. Was it an asshole move? Anyways, I'm proud of you. Okay. You really did well for yourself. Don't allow other people to push you around, or don't blame other people. Did you not blame other people? Anyways, use all hot as a fuel to push you to great things, like make other people jealous of you, more or less. To be honest, I don't think this is taken from this is from me, because to be honest though, I really do not think you're an asshole, because that was not your intention. You just wanted to express yourself, like, oh, okay, you hurt me. However, I think the manner in which you had said the truth, it would be what would have made you an asshole, not the fact that you told her that, oh, I changed. Because she honestly asked you what fueled your change, and she was the one that fueled the change. Whether it's the truth is the truth. However, I think the manner and the tone in which you say things affects the words you say, affects the statements you make. Like, you could have been an asshole in the way you said it, and it not seem like you were rekindling friendship. So if we're being honest, it would have not really hurt you to just be like, oh, I just really wanted to get my health right, or oh, I really just think I needed a change, or I met somebody that changed me, or something really happened and just brushed over it lightly, because the way you wrote it seemed like you were not really going to be building up your friendship any longer. After all, now she's married, and I don't think like her partner would be interested in her being with you in any way or form. And you two, you're married, so it not seem like you were going to be friends any longer. However, her herself, she was also an asshole. Like, I think she should have not dumped you like that. Like, you were friends. Maybe she already knew that you had an inclination to her. Like, you were already biased and you liked her and you had feelings. And women are women. Sometimes girls are wicked. Like, they don't really care for you. They just want to look forward and look for the next best thing. But dumping you just because, so are you telling me that it had not worked out with this guy that she met who is now her husband? Would she have come back to being your friend? You were just friends. Like, she could have really just set boundaries, and it was a couple of weeks or a couple of days to your birthday. Like, this was an event both of you had planned together. Like, if she really like had love for you as a friend, which should have been the case in this instance, she would have not just dumped you like that. But I'm happy for you. Like, you're back in shape, you're happy with yourself, you know your self-worth now. But like, I don't think it was an asshole move, generally speaking, but it could have been if your tone and your manner was horrible and rude, and your intention to, like, behind what you said. But your truth is your truth. Like, she really hurt you. She's not a good person, she's a mean person. And mean people, they don't used to change. But anyways, yeah, that's the dilemma. On this week's or this episode, yeah, I think I should be saying this episode instead of this week, because the weekly episodes, I'm so sorry. Like, I really wish they could be coming in weekly. However, in upcoming months, like, I think will be changing, or I would be changing. The book for this episode is Tomorrow Died Yesterday by Chimeka Garrix. I think Chimeka, am I pronouncing it well? The Igbo people out there, Chimeka Garrix. I'm about to read the synopsis, and the synopsis goes thus. It's 2004 in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, at the height of the kidnap of oil workers in the Niger Delta. A kidnapping goes weary, and 4 lives are reconnected. Due, aka Doughboy, the career militant responsible for the crime, Amaili B, the gentle university professor / echo warrior accused, Kanye, the lawyer turned restaurateur who tries to get off, and Tubu, an amoral oil company executive. Against a backdrop of corrupt practices, failed systems, and injustice, these 4 friends tell the story of oil in a region and its effects on local communities and the Niger, and on its local communities and Nigeria as a larger society. The tutor I spoke about in this episode was the person that recommended this book. I doubt he would even know that he was the one that recommended it, but he was the one that recommended the book, and he's not South, he's Yoruba. And I was like, what would have even really like cost him to read this apart from maybe general knowledge? And I decided to carry it, and it's really a good book. Like, it's one of the books that you read to expand your mind and expand your knowledge, especially like for Nigerians. Like, I think Nigerians are really ignorant about like their place, their states, their community. They don't know what is happening, and which is a really sad thing, especially for like the educational system and for the history of the country. This episode was fun and nice. I hope we learned that people are going to leave us. Like, our OP did not learn. Like, he had wired his happiness around this particular person. Don't wire your happiness around anybody. Wire your happiness around God, because like the Bible verse of this episode says, his thoughts towards you are of good and not of evil. And you have to realize that he would always be with you, and he would always love you, and his love would encamp around you. So don't tie your happiness to anybody. I hope you have a lovely episode, or I hope this episode was lovely towards you. I enjoyed doing this, even though it was stressful. But I really enjoyed doing this, and I hope you really like my episodes, and I hope you comment in the poll. Did you like this episode? Yeah. If not like it, tell me what you want to see. I hope in future years, I've said a lot of I hopes. I hope in future years I improve on this craft, because the more you do it, the more you learn, and I'm learning. To people starting this journey with me, or people, I've been starting this journey for a long time, to be honest, but to people that have been on this journey with me, I'm grateful. Make sure to I've said that before, like, comment, and thank you for listening to my episode. You were listening to It's Not That Deep by Rukeme. Bye, love you. Mwah.